I'll do a countdown. Time can start on 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So also, I'm EZPiig. I'm the commentator. Just wanted to get that out there. There won't be much need for me to really talk over Barry at the beginning here because these are pretty not very intensive mini games. They require a ton of focus.
Yeah, this one is just slot machine. You are basically just spinning this lever. The goal of it is literally just to try and get sun and sunflowers from it, which I haven't gotten so far. Hopefully I get a lot.
Yeah, so there's a couple things you can get from the slot machine. There's, as you see already, a walnut, some pea shooters, and as Barry just got there, a small sun jackpot and a large sun jackpot. There's also a snow pea, which we may get at some point, and there's also diamonds, which aren't important to this run, but if you're playing casually, some extra money's nice. Give you a little boost to your playing.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to have a lot.
And so, as you might have seen at the beginning there was a rake on the ground. And for those of you that don't know and haven't played this game, the rake is something you can buy from the shop in the game, and it allows you to kill the first zombie for free. It forces that zombie into the lane. Oh, here's the snow pea for us.
Yay.
Nice. But we're going to be buying more of those throughout the rest of this run, too.
Ooh, nice. I got a jackpot.
Yeah, big sun jackpot. Okay, this is nice for the RNG-a-thon, showing off some of the good luck, maybe, which will probably be handsomely paid for with the rest of the run. Getting bad RNG, but you never know. Yeah, crippling debt, a gambling addiction, the works. Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of RNG involved in all minigames. There are a lot of levels that use conveyor belts that give you, can give you varying plants to use. Some being more optimal than others. Each wave can also have zombies that move at random speeds, zombies that are slightly random types. And there are a lot of things that can just come down to RNG in this category, honestly.
Yeah, so in this level, we don't really care about killing the zombies at a specific pace or anything. It's really just keeping them at bay so we can get our sun production going to get that 2,000 sun. And in this level so far, we've seen 3 types of zombies, which are essentially the basic zombies that the game is really built on, which are the normal zombies, the conehead zombies, and the buckethead zombies, each of them being increasing in toughness. And as Scion said in the chat, other than 100%, this is the most RNG category in the game. Pretty obvious. We're literally starting with a slot machine. I don't know how much more RNG you can get than that.
We do have sort of a formula for when to stop spinning. It is based on the amount of sun we currently have. Ooh, I just got 3 sunflowers. I can actually stop spinning right here. Based on the amount of sun at the top left I currently have and the amount of sunflowers on the lawn I have, it is, mathematically consistent that if I just stop spinning here, I will get a pretty decent time, because spinning costs 25 sun every time, and I don't really want to spend more sun, and I'd rather just beat the level faster.
So for my, or May or my, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, my Terida, that's probably wrong. The reason the sunflowers aren't in the back is mostly just down to preference. It honestly doesn't really matter. In this, just don't put them super far up, but otherwise, really just don't let them get eaten as long as they're in the back-ish. Just comes down to a matter of preference or where you happen to put them.
Yeah. There are a lot of mechanics in this game that do help the levels go by faster. That like are very consistent things.
All right, that's 2,000.
Nice, nice. It was a pretty good time.
Yeah, not a bad slot machine. Not the best, but you know, continuable.
So this next level is called Raining Seeds. The gimmick of it is that every plant falls down from the sky, you get random seed packets that can just be random different types of stuff. It's optimal to get good firepower, magnet shrooms, and vision for the lawn because of the fog in the way.
Oh, this is pretty good luck so far, with firepower at least.
Yeah, I'm getting some good stuff. This is nice.
Yeah, just to paint the picture for you, there's a good chance that you end up getting all lily pads or, you know, no attacking plants or damaging plants at all within the first couple seed drops, and you're just kind of stranded without any way to deal with the zombies.
Yeah, it can be really annoying sometimes. So here's where I'll get to a mechanic which is called the 50% rule, which is basically the whole basis of speedrunning this game, which is that the faster you kill zombies, the faster waves will advance. And that's how we can get faster times in this game. When you get rid of up to 50% of a wave's HP, the next wave will spawn about 2 seconds later. Also, this is really good. Got plants here.
And it's in a very well protected lane too, so there's a good chance that that just stays alive forever.
Yeah, yeah. Torches are also good because they double the damage of pea shooter plants.
Yeah, a fun little tidbit is that if you look up there near the torchwood, you can see that it also clears part of the fog. So, you know, it doesn't just have that fire on top for show. It actually emits light.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, so along with the 50% rule, there's also 10 waves to every flag. If you look on the bottom right there, there's 4 flags. In each flag, there are going to be 10 waves. On the 9th wave, you must kill every zombie from that wave in order to spawn the 10th wave. Oh, hey, look, a bungee zombie. I get to, yeah, so that's the guy that he screams into existence, grabs a plant. That's what he does.
I also got a magnet shroom, which is really good because it can steal zombie metal. It can steal buckets from Buckethead zombies. It can steal screen doors and some other stuff too that I'll get to soon. I have a pretty good amount of firepower right now. 50% rule should be getting activated on each wave pretty quickly. This is a really nice range seeds, even for a normal run. Wow, another magnet.
Wow. Yeah, this is like scary good RNG right here.
Yeah.
The only way it could be better is with probably a melon pole and that bungee zombie not instantly taking your repeater.
I took that right as I put it down. Ooh.
Yeah, so that one plant that Barry just put in the back, that's called garlic. And essentially what we're doing with it is it's just going to be bungee fodder. So what we're doing with it is basically trying to get the bungee to grab that instead of our other more important plants. Yeah, it's random either way though, so you know we're still gonna lose our split pea here.
Yeah.
Ooh, melon pulse. That kind of makes up for it.
Yeah, melon pulse are really good because it deals splash damage in multiple different rows.
That's a very magnet.
And it can also kill screen doors pretty easily, because screen doors have because screen doors block projectiles that are shot directly forward at it, but catapult plants will go directly around it. And this magnet just stole a football helmet. There are football zombies that have a lot of HP, so having magnet troops for those is especially.
How much is it? 8 times the health of a normal zombie? I think it's 8 times. Ooh, diamond.
I think it is.
Let's
Yeah.
run. I'm getting quite a bit of chompers too.
Yeah, I like chompers. Chompers are also another plant that we'll see a lot later.
4 magnets.
This is some good RNG. Man.
you're just going off on it.
This is really exciting.
Here's cabbage pult, which is okay because your cabbage pult isn't really doing much for you in that lane.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Put that there. Make the
All right, wow,
torch
this
leads.
is what? Do you have a timer going on just your own side?
No, I don't. I have no idea what I'm getting.
I think that's like. Shoot, I do not remember what time you got out of slot machine, but that's okay. Because this
I don't know
is
either.
really fast.
Yeah, this is really good. I'm surprised to see a Raining Seeds this good today.
I don't think I've seen a Raining Seeds this good ever, like, in my own attempts.
Well, happens to everyone, I suppose.
Ooh, that was a good jalapeno. You have 3 fumes now. So that's awesome.
I probably should have put that fume in this row, just because of screen.
No, never mind, you got a melon.
Got a melon.
Never punished. I'd say your weakest lane is probably the second row of pool, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's a nice doom too. You can probably just hold that until the 9th wave, if you really need it.
Yeah, I thought I could save time with that. I think this next wave should be wave 9, and that's when I'll use it.
And another plane turn, of course. Yeah, so as I was oh my god!
I did not plan this to happen. I don't know what's going on.
So, as I said before, instantly killing the 9th wave will make it the fastest possible to spawn 2 Doom Shrooms. You're hacking.
Okay.
You're hacking.
I seriously don't know what that was.
That legitimately needs to be retimed. Like, that might be world record.
I really want to see what that is after, honestly.
See, I see you in chat, Banana. The funny thing is, Barry already has world record with a sub 8 time, so it just has to be a faster sub 8 time.
So, the gimmick of... So this level is called Invisible, and the gimmick of it, as you can already see, is that every zombie is invisible, and you have to identify where they are by using audio and visual cues, which is kind of neat. What isn't neat about this level is that the plants it gives you are honestly kind of weird choices, in my opinion. You basically just have pea shooters and kernel pults as firepower. I don't know if we saw any kernel pults in Raining Seeds, but
I think we saw 1 or 2.
yeah, they're...
there's one now.
here.
Right on cue. Yeah, why don't you just start speaking things into existence? Just say, yes, I would like some squashes, and then just get a belt full of squashes. But yeah, so not that you can see the types of zombies that are in this level, but we're going to hear the normal zombie, conehead zombie, buckethead zombie, like from Slot Machine, as well as the Dolphin Rider zombie, and the Zomboni. The Zomboni is going to be quote-unquote visible by its ice trail that it leaves behind, and its mechanic mechanical sound that it makes as it spawns. And then the Dolphin Rider, you'll hear a loud dolphin call as it spawns into the level. And then it will jump into the pool and quickly make its way to the other end of the pool if you do not have something for it to jump over, which can be very scary.
Yeah, those guys can be really annoying. How you can tell the difference between regular zombies, coneheads, and bucketheads is by the noises they make. Coneheads make sort of like a plasticky noise. That's how it's been described. Actually, we should let this row go. I wasn't sure. I forgot there was a zombie there. Regular zombies make, like, a mushy noise.
Yeah, it's kind of like kind of like that. If the mic picked it up.
You can use another ice shrew.
Yeah, buckethead zombies and zombonis make the same noise when hit. With the buckethead obviously being distinct by the fact that it does not leave an ice trail behind, which is a metal clinging sound, which I think is, you know, I always hate hearing that sound. One, because I really don't like the sound, and two, it just typically means in an any percent run, which is what I normally run, that you're losing time because you're not dealing with a buckethead zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, usually pretty frightening to hear. This wave is kind of slow. I think there's another zombie behind that conehead.
Alright, I see in the chat, Retro Nika is asking, for minigames, do you have a select number of specific plants? On these levels, you do not get to choose your plants. The conveyor belt, it has a set amount of plants that it is going to give you during the level, and then it rolls out plants based on that selection of plants. Once we get into different levels, you will see us pick the plants specifically for the level.
Yeah. I don't know if I should have let that go to the mower. I feel like I have a lot of squashes to spare.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of squashes here. You actually have 5 walnuts too, which is something.
Yeah, I'll put one here to stop that.
So the reason 5 walnuts is very interesting. Sorry, that was my heater. The reason 5 walnuts is very interesting is because of the fact that there's something that we use in this run called conveyor manipulation.
Yeah.
The conveyor manipulation occurs whenever there are 3 or more of a plant on the belt. When there are 3 plants on the belt, the chance goes down to a very small number, and when there's 4, it goes down to an even smaller number, which basically makes it 1% chance.
Yeah.
If you get a 5th one, it doesn't go down anymore, meaning that you just got a 1% chance of something happening, and it's probably bad because the reason you're holding it is because you don't want more of it.
Yeah. Hopefully get more squashes here.
Yeah, in this case, every plant is useful in its own unique way. The walnut is probably the least useful just because you want to kill things fast, and if they're gnawing on a walnut, you're probably not killing them that fast. But it's still useful to have to hold specific spots for you.
Yeah. Gonna get rid of this guy.
Man, you're just rolling in squashes.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of them. I think this might have some value.
You never know, because you can't see.
It got a buckethead, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so the lawnmowers, when I use them, it's actually kind of good because the lawnmowers can kill zombies as well, and if a lawnmower kills a really high health zombie, that can advance a 50% real faster. So that was really good. Getting a lot of bucket heads. Here are a lot of metal. Oh, here's a Zomboni. Where is it? There it is.
Nice. Yeah, so with Zombonis on this level, 3 pea shooters can deal with it before it gets to them. And that's very slow, but sometimes that's, what has to happen. But ideally, we have a squash for it, which in this case we did, so...
Yeah, that's pretty nice. See if I can pull off a glitch here. I think I got the timing right.
I think you did, actually.
So what I just did...
Very nice.
It's a really funny glitch. But basically, on the final wave of every pool level, there will be some zombies that spawn out of the water. But if you use an ice shroom with specific timing, it actually stops those from appearing for some reason, which just helps clear the final wave out faster. Really happy I was able to show that off.
Yeah, not that you guys can really see it, but based on the lack of zombies that needed to be killed in the pool, you can assume it worked. And there's also, you can do it late, but the problem with doing it late is that it freezes the other zombies on the screen, which loses you time. So it's a very precise window that Barry was able to pull off.
Yeah. I'm really happy I got that down. So this level is Portal Combat, and the gimmick of it is that all zombies and plant projectiles on this level move through these sets of portals. Obviously, white goes to white and black goes to black. They are the same, like, they move through the same pair. And the portals... you could talk.
Okay. So for the portals, like, obviously goes in the back of one, goes out the front of the other, and vice versa. And you might be thinking, okay, well, what about these portals that lead essentially right to the end of the row? That's not very fair. The game helps you by it has a rule that it cannot spawn any zombies in a lane that has less than 3 tiles. Now the tiles, if you look at the screen, you can see the individual little squares that Barry is planting on. So each of those counts as a tile. And you'll see both of the portal rows right now that have no zombies spawning in them are only 2 tiles long, which puts them underneath the rule. Now, this doesn't stop the portals from switching in the middle of a zombie spawning and putting a zombie directly into a row that will kill you. But there's nothing we can do about that, so...
Yeah, that can be...
The RNG is in our favor.
This is a pretty alright portal. You can deal with this. Get some more firepower down here. There's a cherry there, so it gets the bucket head. Alright, cool. Got a lot of cherries in that first part of the level.
Alright, yeah, in case you... not looking too bad right now for you, so that's good.
Yeah. In case you can't differentiate between rows and columns, by the way, a row is left to right, column is up and down, which obviously just makes sense. But some people do get confused, which is why it is sort of important to mention.
Alright, let's see. Let's see where we're going here.
I don't think
that's
zombies...
an interesting lane. That's a long lane. That just made a really long lane.
Yeah, zombies shouldn't be able to spawn in row 3.
It is 3 tiles long, but I think that, yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't... hopefully shouldn't happen. Those are
That's a really good
cherry
portal spot because it helps you. It helps you with cherries, like a lot.
Yeah. Kind of an annoying spot for balloon zombies to pop, though. These are balloon zombies, and they can basically fly over most of your defenses.
Yeah, and the only way to stop them here is with cacti or with cherry bombs. And if you don't get either, and balloon zombies spawn, then you're just out of luck. You just literally have to die, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate when that happens. We got a cactus for every row, which is good.
Yeah, luckily here we did get 5 cacti, so we're fine.
Hopefully get a cherry bomb for the final wave. Cherry bomb can blow everything up here.
It's very interesting. You managed to only get enough torchwoods for this level, like for the very specific rows that you needed them in.
Yeah, this level was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I've never had a good portal combat in my life, so I'm very jealous right now.
So the reason why
marathon luck.
That's sort of true. So the reason why I went back to
oh my god.
Oh wow. 2 exploded nuts already. So the reason why I went back to the main menu before starting this level was to buy a rake, just so that I could clear out the first
Oh my god.
Just so I could clear out the first zombie on this level.
Yeah, so like we were talking about before with conveyor manipulation, what we really want here are Explodo Nuts. And the reason being, Explodo Nuts will instantly kill any zombie in a 3-row radius. In a 3, kind of like a cherry bomb, in a 3x3 radius around them. So you might be thinking, oh, okay, so like before, why don't we hold 3 walnuts to demanipulate them and get more Explodos, right? Which would be very smart of you to think. However, you can't do that here because there's only 2 plants, so it's 100% RNG, and there's nothing you can do to change that.
Yeah, it really sucks. Sometimes you can just get really few Explodo Nuts, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and this is a very volatile, high death chance level, which is why it's near the beginning of the run, where you can just get completely screwed over. Which it does not look like Barry's getting screwed over right now.
Yeah,
so
hopefully
it's
this...
good for the marathon.
Yeah, hopefully this continues
either way,
for a while.
Either RNG is good for the marathon because, you know, we revel in the good and the bad luck.
Yeah. Try and get as many bounces off these zombies as possible. That was a really good bounce. Bounced on the bucket head.
And the cone head too. Awesome. Which are most of your wave points here.
Yeah, I think that should be...
Yep.
Nice.
Oh yeah, so before how I said about the 9th wave rule, you have to kill every zombie, that does not apply to walnut bowling. I don't know why, it's probably just a pacing thing, makes the game not as boring and slow.
Yeah, that's basically what everyone assumes. So what...
Rolling in it.
So what I'm gonna do up here right now is let these 2 lanes go to the mowers. There's sort of a rule where for 2 waves after you let the mower in that row go, zombies will not spawn in those rows for 2 waves. Which is good, because I can line my Explodo Nuts up to where I need them to
we're going to
hit.
use that to our advantage here to essentially take 2 rows out of commission at a time, so that way our Explodos get 100% of the wave, and there's no chance that we miss the 50% roll.
Yeah. This is a really nice long pulling.
It's also going to help us for the final wave too, if we do it within 2 waves of the final wave, because then we can just clear the whole of the final wave with 1 Explodo Nut.
Yeah.
Also, it acts as a nice insta-kill.
Yeah, it's really nice. So zombies shouldn't spawn in the bottom row at all. The row in, or the mower in row 4 will be let go.
And
this
as
will
long
be
as we
fast.
get the Explodo Nut here,
Yeah.
I said, as long as we get an Explodo Nut here.
Maybe my luck has ran out.
That's okay, you're not dying at least.
Yeah, this level at the bare minimum will be survivable.
Yeah, in my book, survivable is a win, which is a pretty low standard, but you know, you take what you can get when you're choosing between death or speed.
Yeah. Trying at some zombies here, I guess. Alright, nice.
Yep, there's the level. No death. No deaths. Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, Barry, the speed police are at my door. They've asked me to direct them to your house.
So this is Dr. Zomboss's Revenge. So if you don't know, Zomboss is the final boss of any percent, which is another category that I really enjoy running, and a lot of other people do too.
Including myself. Yours truly.
And Dr. Zomboss's Revenge is basically the same level as that, except he has extra health, which makes the strategy slightly different because Zomboss's Revenge is very much related to cycles and how many cycles you should expect to do to kill him in.
Yeah, so once his head comes down here, we'll try to explain cycles a little more in depth, because that's when they'll be a little more relevant. All right, so Zomboss has brought his head down here. So every time he brings his head down, we call that a cycle. And ideally, you want a 4 cycle here, and there's also the elusive 3 cycle, which is very hard to get. You have to get very, very good RNG for it and be a skilled player. You know, it's like you can't just walk into the game and get blind luck and do well. You have to have the skill for the RNG for the good moments.
Yeah, only a few people have managed to get 3 cycles before, but they're pretty amazing. A lot of them have been from IL grinding, which is another thing that people do. People, instead of running full categories, will just run individual levels by themselves, because that is what they just get better times at. And it's really nice, because that's how a lot of improvements have been made to levels overall.
Right, and so here we are trying to get a specific threshold of damage. So right before this, Barry's the health bar in the bottom right, which is typically the level progress bar, but here's the health bar. You'll see it says level progress and then the rest of it. Now, right before the word progress, right before that little bar in itself is 20% of the health. In between it, in the middle, at the P is 50%. Between this is a sort of sweet spot for the game where it can potentially go wrong. For some reason, there's this kind of glitched state that Zomboss will go into if you stay within 20 to 50% of his health for 2 cycles in a row. And what we like to call Hell Cycle. It's basically he can do, like, he throws a bus and then puts bungee zombies down and just can do 2 or 3 cycles worth of actions in 1 cycle. which you're not supposed to be able to do.
Yeah, it's something really weird. Luckily, it's possible to consistently avoid hell cycles, so it doesn't really happen to people anymore. Gonna put some flower pots down to repair. Zombosss just threw a bus down, which is pretty annoying because it crushes a bunch of your plants. Usually, we try and keep the conveyor manipulation with these flower pots.
Okay. Okay, look in the bottom row right now. You're getting Alright, so what just happened in the bottom row is a roof mower let go. And what happens with that during Zombosss and Dr. Zombosss Revenge is as long as there's at least one roof cleaner left, whenever a roof cleaner is let go, no more zombies will spawn in that lane for the rest of the level.
Yeah, it's something really neat.
Yeah, no matter how many plants you put down there or like how many zombies are spawned, no zombies will be put down in that row. Which means that you can safely put things like melon pulse or extra firepower down there, just in a safer situation. And it's really neat.
I think I'm not sure if we'll force cycle here. Probably not. Nah, it's not close enough.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. You probably need the flower pot kills it anyway.
Yeah, I need a little better luck. Yeah. Oh well. It'll take one more cycle, but that's alright.
Alright, let's pray for a bungee cycle. Pray for a bungee cycle.
Bungees, hopefully. Oh,
nope.
You didn't do bungees.
Bus cycle. Bus cycles are, I believe Kevin said in the chat, 40 seconds long, as compared to the bungee cycles, which can be as short as, like, I think, 10 seconds. I don't know. Pretty fast. Maybe 20. Half the length. You know, essentially just faster.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was... Nah, I don't think I should have used a flower pot there. I probably should have used an ice room.
I think you're fine either way. I'm pretty sure as soon as it comes down, you can...
Yeah, it's not really gonna matter. Can just use all the jalapenos I have.
Yeah, you have 4 jalapenos, you step.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. That was a good level.
Alright. And so, I don't know, what do you have next in your order?
I have Call 'em Like You See 'em. It is a pretty fun level. Pretty fun level to play casually. So the gimmick is that every plant fills up a whole column that you put down. Really fun.
That's the gimmick. Yeah, so the first 6 plant spawns here off the belt, or 7 because the second melon pult. The first 7 plant spawns off the belt are completely predetermined, and they will always be in the same exact order. Which are these 2 melon pults, the potato mines, the magnet shrooms and coffee beans, and the tall nuts. So what we're looking for here are jalapenos, which Barry already got off the bat, and squashes, and one or 2 flower pot holders.
Yeah, and the reason why... Alright. The reason why jalapenos are so good for this level is because in a normal level, a jalapeno would clear an entire row of zombies, but since each plant fills up a whole column, that means when you put a jalapeno down, it literally gets rid of all zombies on the screen. It's really satisfying to see, and you'll see it in a minute. These Lyra zombies are fine to let go. They aren't gonna get too far.
Yeah, the melon pullets deal quite a bit of damage. And the main reason we even have the potato mines is for the these zombies that are about to spawn with the big wave here. We'll introduce them once you get to see them, for those of you that don't already know the game or have played the game. So these are the Gargantuars. They are very large. Very, very big zombies that take 2 insta-kill plants to kill. They have a lot of health, and they also have an imp riding on their back, which you saw them throw into the potato mines a little bit ago there. And that's the reason we have the potato mines, so the imps don't just eat through our defenses.
Yeah, they can be sort of annoying sometimes. This bottom row is getting a little overwhelmed. This level is honestly alright if it gets overwhelmed. This is pretty much how most Calm Like You See 'Em runs end up.
Yeah, typically one lane will get overwhelmed, one or two lanes, and then you just let it go to the mower. The mower rule applies, and you don't have to worry about it because it took so long for the mower to even get procced.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Yeti zombie up here too. I didn't even notice him.
Yeah,
he's
so the
sneaky.
Yeti zombie has a 1 in 10,000% chance of even spawning.
Yeah, forgot to use my jalapenos too. Oops. The Yeti zombie distracted me.
Yeah, so the Yeti zombie is a very elusive zombie that only shows up in New Game Plus 410 or later. And what that means is that it's a guaranteed spawn there, and that's the first time it can ever spawn. After that, it can show up in anywhere instead of the normal spawns. And there's a 1 in 10,000 chance of it happening. And so we just got that right here, and I don't know, the run might be blessed. We'll see.
This final wave is a little slow, sadly. If I had 1 extra jalapeno, I could have gotten rid of them all a lot more quickly. Luckily, I can let them go to the mowers at least. So I won't lose this level. Yeah,
Honestly,
looks like
maybe,
they're just gonna...
Maybe just, Oh, hey, a squash.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be faster for him. Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes if you don't get enough jalapenos or insta-kills, that can happen. Alright, so this level is... I'm probably going to be taking over the mic for the most part here, because this is a very fast-paced and focus-intensive game. This is Zombie Nimble Zombie Quick. Everything happens at double speed, and the music here is Loon Boon, which really sets the tone because it's a fast-paced kind of tune here. But so I'll try and explain the plants here for those of you that aren't familiar. So we got the sunflower, main sun producer. Sun, very important. Everything costs sun. It's kind of like I'll try and relate it to StarCraft, or yeah, you can't win the game solely off of damage. You have to have some sort of production. So here we also have the fume shroom, which we're really just using for the much more overpowered and broken gloom shroom, which is as you can see here, just decimating zombies. Unless they're super fast, like the very annoying pole vaulter. We're getting a little bit of bad luck here.
Yeah, a little bit of bad spawn RNG. I'll just let this guy be killed.
Which is unfortunate. But we also have the lily pad, which we're using, which we're going to be using here to place plants in the pool. Otherwise, the only plant that can go in the pool is Tangle Kelp, which is you just saw it right there do its job. It insta-kills any zombie in the pool by pulling it under the waves. That right there is the dolphin zombie. See, instantly getting pulled under by a Tangle Kelp, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. The plant right after the gloom shroom on the belt, that is known as the coffee bean. It is the game's way of balancing night plants during the day. So during the day, plants will go to sleep that you earn during the night that are called mushrooms. The only way to wake them up is with this coffee bean. And so with the coffee bean, essentially it is making every single mushroom plant cost an extra 75 sun and be tied to a separate seed slot. So that's the game's way of trying to balance them, because they are pretty broken. As you can see, the Gloom Shrooms are just wiping the floor with this level here. We also have the Star Fruit, which is a recent addition to this level, thanks to TZ Scion. He's in chat. Before this, we used to use a different plant, but this plant is just so much faster and way better at at its job than the other plant ever was. In fact, the first times without nearly any practice on this level with this new strat saved about 10 seconds, which is insane, especially for an IL that was already heavily optimized. And then we have the pumpkin, which you get to put on any plant to make it essentially as tough as a walnut, which is, don't even get me started on how broken that is. Followed by the Tangle Kelp, which already explained, and the Potato Mine, which is the bread and butter of setup phase. With that, probably gonna just let the level play out here, and you'll get to see. It's a little fast-paced to try and describe everything that's happening, but essentially the level's already over. That's how fast it is.
Yeah, really high micromanagement. Yeah, that is how it is. So this next level is Begooled. It is based on Bejeweled, which is another game by PopCap. And you basically have to make 75 matches with plants of 3 or more to win. It is also pretty fast. It is constantly about just like, you just have to think about what's on the screen, what matches you can make. It can be pretty tough at times.
The fun thing that we don't really use in this level, because, you know, we're speedrunners and hate fun and it's not fast to do it, is we are ignoring most of those sun cost things up in the top left, which are plant upgrades, which is the way that Begooled differs itself from Bejeweled by adding its own unique little twist. So all the pea shooters on the screen can be replaced with repeaters for 1,000 sun. All the puff shrooms, which are those tiny little purple hat guys, can be replaced with fume shrooms, and all of the walnuts can be replaced with their larger counterpart, the tall nut. But, you know, there's no point in doing that for us. It's just, you know, an extra click that takes time that we don't have. And the one that we do pay attention to, which is not a mechanic in Bejeweled, is the reroll board feature, which allows you to, you know, just if you have a board with no moves left, just reroll the board.
Nice, that was really fast.
You're just on fire right now.
So now we move on to Begooled Twist, which is pretty similar to Begooled, except instead of matching plants directly, you have to twist plants clockwise to make matches. It can sometimes be really confusing, and spam clicking is a genuine strategy to this level when you can't see what matches you have to make.
Yeah, and it's kind of tough because a lot of runners put these both back to back, since they're so similar in you know, time and strategy, honestly. But it makes it a little hard to differentiate what kind of matches you're looking for, because you might get stuck in Begooled Twist mode, or you might get stuck in regular Begooled mode, based on what order you have them in. But mainly what kind of patterns Barry is going to be looking for here is an L shape, or one plant that is just one space away, either below, above, or, you know, not in the typical spot that you would look for things with normal Bejeweled or Begooled.
Yeah. It's also optimal to get cascades, which is just affected by RNG, but cascades do help save time from clicking. I've gotten, I got
for you.
Yeah, I got a few of them in the gold. I got one there, which is nice. Nice. We're already almost done. This is really good.
This is a really good pace too. Wow, before the big wave even spawns.
Yeah, that was really good. So now we get to...
we are on to Bobsled Bonanza, which before I mentioned the Zomboni zombies, now you actually get to see them in action. This level is all about Zombonis and bobsleds. If you wanna elaborate a little more on that.
Yeah, so this level actually has a pretty unique speedrunning strategy because of the fact that only Zombonis and bobsleds spawn for the most part. Instead of using normal firepower, we bring mostly insta-kills for this level, which is related to something that will happen later. And it's pretty neat.
Yeah, so a big gimmick with this level is the fact that typically all these ice trails you see here, ice trails will disappear on their own eventually. In this level, however, once an ice trail is made, it cannot disappear unless it is destroyed by, as Barry's about to show, the jalapeno. Jalapeno is the only way to destroy an ice trail. Otherwise, in this specific minigame, it will stay there forever, which we can use to our advantage in a way that will be shown in a little bit here, hopefully in a little bit here. Gotta pray to those RNG gods, you know?
Yeah, hopefully the RNG is pretty good to me here. Nice, that row.
So far it is being a little mean with all these Zombonis.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see more bobsleds. They should arrive sometime soon, hopefully. Wait for this jalapeno to come back. I also don't know if I elaborated on it, but the first seed slot I have is an imitator jalapeno, which is essentially... The imitator is a plant that can clone any other plant, so you can have two of the same plant on any level. And it's really good because it effectively halves any plant's cooldown.
Oh, there's a bobsled.
So I can eat. Ooh, nice. And if you notice down here, I made a small little ice trail, which I will clear this ice trail. So now all I have left is that one ice trail. And this will force all the bobsled zombies on this level to spawn down here. They can't spawn in any other row.
Yeah, and that's really good for us because what that means is that we can, instead of having to worry about, bobsleds are going to spawn in every row, I have to worry about dealing with them, we can make sure that anytime a bobsled spawns, we're able to deal with it by putting multiple spikeweeds down in this row and basically killing them before they're even a problem.
Yeah, it's really good. 3 spikeweeds can also kill all the bobsled zombies that spawn, which is really good, because it means I don't have to worry about those either.
Yeah, the other important thing about this level is counting the waves, because we want to make sure we get an instant 9th wave, which means that we do have to insta-kill the bobsled team that spawns, if it spawns, on the 9th wave.
Yeah,
for the rest of these minigames, counting is going to be a big thing. It's going to be kind of a theme. Very important.
Yep. Counting to 9, basically.
If you can count to 9, you can speedrun Plants vs. Zombies.
I don't know if I should use that cherry there. I
think you would have partially got funny waved. I'm gonna explain funny wave. So there's this thing that in the community, I don't know who all calls it this. I call it this, and I know Scion definitely has called it this. There's this thing called funny wave, which is there's a chance that when a bobsled that when the bobsled spawns, if the bobsled breaks before 50% of the wave's health is dealt in damage, the bobsled will not count for the same amount of health as before, because the bobsled itself counts as a different amount of health than it does once it is broken. So you have to deal 50% damage to every single member of the bobsled team in order for it to count as the amount that it should be, which will slow down your level by at least 20 seconds on average.
Yeah.
Luckily, we did not get funny waves here, though.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't happen for the rest of the level.
Yeah, it seems to be going pretty well for you so far.
Yeah, always satisfying to watch every 50% roll proc instantly.
Yeah,
that's what this level's all about.
And also watch like massive hordes of bobsleds getting completely demolished by spike weeds. Yes, our Lord and Savior RNG-a-thon.
And now I can use a Doom Shroom to blow up everything on the final wave. Use a jalapeno to stop zombies from eating it. Good. And nice. Nice.
Right. Yeah, not too bad. That was a pretty good bobsled.
So this is Pogo Party. I'm gonna go buy Rake again real quick. I might mess up on this level, honestly. I am not that good at it myself. But the gimmick of it is that a similar gimmick to Bobsled. And the gimmick of Pogo Party is that it mostly spawns Pogo Zombies, and just like Bobsled, Pogo Party also has like a unique strategy based around Pogo Zombies. It is based on the fact that they won't eat plants that they encounter. Pogo Zombies will just jump over them, which in some cases is a good thing, and in some cases is a bad thing, basically.
Yeah, but as you're going to see here, we're going to use something that's kind of in the code, just a little weight to the spawning to our advantage here, which is why we take both squash and an imitator version of the squash. So we're going to see where the first couple pogos spawn. Oh, does this work?
This hits. Uh-oh.
I think it works, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to see where these first ones spawn, and then we're going to place our squashes accordingly in the lanes that they have not spawned in yet, because how the weight works is if a zombie has spawned in a row, it will try to not spawn in that row again, but it obviously can still happen. It's just much less likely to. And basically, we just play to those odds.
Yeah, this looks like it's going pretty well so far. If a Pogo Zombie... Okay, it's all good. But if a Pogo Zombie was in the right row, I could also use a jalapeno, which essentially just acts as an extra squash on this level. I actually probably should use a squash first. You can use it on this wave.
Yeah, and you can use your Doom out now, too. Yep, yeah. And see, we completed the first flag of this level without a single long-term offensive plant on the screen.
Yeah, it's something pretty neat about this level. Nice. Need to protect this bottom row. Split peas are also a pretty unique plant to this level. And that is because they shoot Pogo Zombies forward and behind them, which is really neat, because since Pogo Zombies will never try and eat them, it means that split peas damage them as much as they possibly can. Which is really useful.
So, ooh, nice mower value.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so here we're going to be trying to get as much mower value as we can. By mower value, we mean getting more than just the zombie that hit the mower with the mower. Which makes for very fast waves, which in this level are very important.
Yeah, really nice to get. Jalapeno that.
Yeah, alright, and so we are no longer in we no longer have any chance of dying on this level.
Yeah, I am afraid of dying on this level sometimes. It can be pretty mean.
Yeah, and so the strategy here is to instantly doom to kill the pogo zombies because that procs our 50% rule and gets us into the next wave as fast as possible.
Yeah. Yep, going pretty smoothly. Going to try and get another squash here, so I can hit another one. Nice, good. Yeah, these waves are all going pretty smoothly. Nice, that's some value. And this should be wave 9. Nice. I shouldn't have put that up there. I'll put a splash down.
Yeah, you're fine. You have jalapeno.
Yeah, I'll be all covered for this final wave. Nice. It's a really good final wave. So now
we're on to more interesting kind of gimmick level.
So now we move on to Zombotany. And the gimmick of this, as you can see by the zombies on the seed select screen, is that all the zombies on this level act like plants. They have plant heads that basically function in the same way. Pea shooter zombies will shoot projectiles constantly, just like pea shooters, which can be really annoying sometimes because they can kill plants by shooting peas at them. So you have to protect them a little more than usual. I also bring Imitator Sunflower on this level for increased sun production. Which is something pretty neat to have. Like, this is only the second wave and I already have 10 sunflowers down now. Pretty nice. I think squashing that felt like the right move. Maybe not. I guess I'll Chopper. Don't know if that was the right move either. Oh.
This is the Warmech double, as the community likes to call it.
We should mention that.
But yeah, so there's a member in our community. His name is Warmech. He's one of the, I want to say, founding fathers, I guess, of the run. Plants vs. Zombies is a speed game. And it really helped popularize it. But he's particularly unlucky. So we have named a thing that we don't want to happen after him. You know, obviously, out of love. And so the Warmech double is whenever you get two normal zombies on potato mines, or 2 instants that could have been used in future waves to help get fast 50% rolls there that essentially get wasted on.
Yeah. It's pretty annoying
zombies.
sometimes. There were some walnut zombies on that wave. Walnut zombies, they have about the same amount of health as bucketheads, which we saw earlier. Other than that, they aren't that harmful, but you just need to have an insta-kill to get rid of them every time. And they can be annoying for slowing down time.
Yeah, it's a nice wave for you too.
Yeah, I'm getting mostly pea shooters, which is good. Like to see those.
Yeah, so the plant that we're mainly using here to deal with those pesky walnuts is the chomper. The chomper is pretty much the staple of any percent in terms of skillful insta-kills, where you will use it to insta-kill a high-health zombie whenever you can, like a buckethead, or in this case walnut, or a conehead, and it very significantly helps speed up the level. And so it's not really used as much in mini games, but where it is used, it helps a lot.
Yeah, definitely
cool.
really useful.
It's cool that you get to see some of its use here in all mini games.
Yeah, we'll see more of it in Zombotany 2, which is
so
coming
good.
up next.
They did it twice.
Yeah.
So nice. You want a choice?
Zombotany 2 has more types of plant zombies to deal with. We have you can explain the types of zombies on this level.
So we still have our pea shooters and our walnuts, like normal. However, Dr. Zombosss wasn't quite happy with their performance, so he added some extra variants and gave the originals some upgrades. So what we have on our hands is the normal pea shooter zombie right here. We still have the walnuts, and for the pea shooter upgrade, we have the Gatling pea, which is a pea shooting plant that typically shoots 4 peas out at a time per shooting cycle. For the walnuts upgrade, we have the Tonut, which has about as much health as a Gargantuar. The only difference being that it can be eaten by a chomper because it is the size of a normal zombie. And that it also can be insta-killed by a Doomshroom. Don't understand it. It just works that way. And for our 2 insta-kill plants that get introduced here, we have the Squash Zombie and the Jalapeno Zombie. Now, the Jalapeno Zombie is something that we don't really have to fear too much in the speedrun because we deal with it fast enough to where you never really get to see what it's supposed to actually do. However, in casual play, you might be going a little too slow killing it, and you might get to suffer the unfortunate end of it killing your entire row instantly.
Yeah, it can be.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah, it can be.
There's a timer, and if you don't kill it in time, it kills all of your plants in the row. The last but not least, is the Squash Zombie. For us in the speedrun, it is probably one of the scarier ones for the uninitiated. Maybe you'll get to see it right here. You do not, okay? That's fine.
We'll see it soon. There's a Tonut.
Well, there's our Tonut friend. Oh, there's the Squash. He did get killed by the potato mine here, but what he normally does is you saw him run onto the speed at approximately what I would call Mach 10. And he launches his head off and makes it squash the nearest plant of yours. Which is very bad news for our glooms, which is why they are in column 8 instead of column 9, like in Zombotany 1. Because right here you can see it instantly kills the squash. Instantly kills our chomper here.
Yeah.
That could have very easily been our
could have been the gloom.
Very easily been our gloom, and would have lost us quite a bit of time in the level.
Oh,
you were a little
paying
too late.
attention to that one.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And,
I can repair it.
Luckily, you do have the cooldown and the sun. You won't always have the sun left over for this. But in Barry's case, the level has been generous, so we do not really need to worry about the squash zombies ruining our time.
Yeah, this level is overall treating me pretty well. Was that tall nut from the next wave? I honestly can't tell.
I don't know.
Spawned either very quickly or just spawned with a huge wave.
Yeah, so the thing with tall nuts is they like to spawn very far off screen and very slowly. So if you're not careful, they can completely ruin the level by just being late to the party and losing you time for it.
Yeah, it can be annoying.
I believe this is our first jalapeno zombie that we're seeing, actually, and now we're seeing 2 of them. So the jalapeno zombies do have slightly more health than the pea shooter and Gatling pea zombies. So it is worth it to kill them faster with the chomper, as they are worth more to the wave.
Nice. Oh, I thought that was a 9th wave. Man.
Yeah.
That tall nut really tricked me. Oh well.
Oh, is the chomper gonna do something for you? It is.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, and on this level, since it only spawns special zombies, it will not spawn ambush zombies, so we can use that to our advantage by planting an aggressive doom here.
Yeah, use a doom to hopefully blow everything up. Seems like there's no tall nuts. Nice. And we're out of
No
there.
tall nuts. My cat has decided to join us.
So now we move on to Walnut Bowling 2, which is pretty similar. The gameplay of the level itself is pretty similar to Walnut Bowling 1, but the difference is that, unlike Walnut Bowling 1, conveyor manipulation is actually relevant and extremely useful for this level, as you'll see.
Yeah, so in this level, there's a third type of walnut for walnut bowling introduced, which you can see right now, known as the giant walnut. And because there are now 3 types of plants, conveyor manipulation, like Barry said, has come back into play. The giant walnut works a lot like a mower in the fact that it just insta-kills everything in the row. The only difference being that it does not prevent zombies from spawning there.
Yeah, pretty
And
useful.
there's a Michael Jackson dancer zombie.
Yeah. Getting a lot of normal walnuts, surprisingly.
Yeah, you're demanipulating them and it's just, not going in your favor.
Gee. This really wants me to have him. And that should be wave 9.
Yeah, so funny enough, Walnut Bowling 2 is almost consistently faster than Walnut Bowling 1, and it has an entire extra flag for you to deal with.
Yeah, it's really funny how that works.
It just works that way. Just the RNG really is that bad for the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, these waves all go by relatively smoothly.
Yeah.
Definitely more smoothly than the first walnut bowling.
I feel like the free lawnmower walnut really helps.
Wave counting is also pretty important in this. This is wave 6, I believe. Yeah, it should be 6.
Yeah, not
Just
as
no.
important as most of the other mini games because you don't have to kill all of the wave 9, but it's still important because you do need to do the 50% roll and make sure that it's fast for the 9th wave here.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop these guys from getting here.
Stop.
Nice.
And now we're already into our 3rd flag, and probably around the same time that we get into we are probably a wave or 2 into the 2nd flag of the first walnut bowling.
Yeah. The dancer zombies can sometimes be kind of annoying because the backups can get in the way a lot. They stop Explodonuts from being able to hit the right areas. I think, yeah, I was able to hit it there just fine. Sometimes they can be even more annoying though. Guess we'll use an Exploder to blow that up. This is kind of annoying that it's in the middle row like this.
You just cannot get enough of those dancer zombies.
Clearly.
I'm surprised I'd even hit him.
Should be 4. I don't know if it was the right idea to use a regular for that. It means I'm gonna get more of them.
Yeah, manipulation does start at
Oh.
at 3 walnuts, so it's not as important.
Yeah. That guy can get the mower.
2 dancer zombies.
Yeah,
Three dancer
there
zombies.
sure are a lot of them. Wish I had another giant walnut here. There we go. Nice. Gets a bunch of bucket heads in that row.
Even more. And God said, let there be dancer zombies.
Ooh. I got a plant for my Zen garden. Maybe
We'll just have to see what it is at the end of the run.
Yeah, if I have extra time, I'll go check my Zen garden later, see what plants I got.
This is an awkward spread.
Yeah, weird final wave, sadly. I'm not the greatest at walnut bowling too, I gotta admit.
That's okay. Walnut bowling 2 is a little
It's
tricky.
forgiving.
It's definitely more forgiving than Walnut bowling 1.
Yeah, that's for sure. So this level is seeing stars, and you may have noticed why I just clicked a bunch of random plants and started the level. And it's because there are only 4 plants that matter for this level. You have the starfruit, which is obviously necessary to complete this level. You have to fill every tile indicated with a starfruit to like make one giant star. I chose the imitator sunflower along with the regular one to have as fast of sun production as possible. And the reason why I chose Puffshroom is because, well, you might think it's useless for a daytime level because mushrooms are all asleep during the day. But Puffshrooms actually can still act as a zero sun stalling plant, which can be pretty useful.
Yeah, so you see right here, we're able to stall this zombie for a very long time, much longer than he would be if he were just walking down the road normally, with these zero-cost Puffshrooms. And see, even in day, puff shrooms is still one of the most useful plants.
Yeah, it's truly an overpowered plant.
Yeah, you should see it at night and in any percent run. It carries the majority, no, all. It carries all night levels, including fog.
Yeah, it really does. So I stopped at 12 sunflowers because that is all the sun production I need to be able to consistently get 125 sun every time that the starfruit comes off cooldown. So I can just place it. So I can just place them as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
Pretty neat strategy.
After this, I think we only have 4 mini games left, right?
Yeah, we're getting toward the end.
We're not too far from the end now. We're getting into the less RNG heavy games. We definitely stack the deck in our favor in terms of which runs go first, which ones come last, because you'd rather have the run die at the beginning with some bad RNG in a level where it really matters than at the end with some bad RNG in a level where it really matters.
Yeah, exactly. Putting puff shrooms around the starfruit spots just so you don't accidentally misclick and put it in the wrong spot. Level's almost over. I find it really useful, honestly.
Then you can just flick your mouse down. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Alright, this level is essentially an auto-scroller. The only thing that you have to keep in mind being the 9th wave rule still applies, and obviously the final wave of the level rule still applies, where you have to kill all zombies in order to finish the level. So there's going to be 4 plants that are possible to get here. We have the pea shooter, which Barry has gotten 3 of, luckily, which is nice. There's the lily pad. There's the cherry bomb, and the one we have yet to see, which is the walnut.
Yeah.
So what the levels, what the waves do here is they spawn every 4 to 7 seconds. And the way you can get the faster spawning time is by using a cherry bomb to get 50% roll instantly, but it has to be instant, and if it's not, there's pretty much no reason to use it outside of clearing up some nasty zombies that might get through your defenses.
Yeah, pretty nice. I had 2 cherry bombs for the 9th wave there. Yeah, wave counting is definitely pretty important on this level.
So for safer marathon strats, we're probably going to be holding the cherry bombs to make sure that we have exactly what we need. Don't get overrun on the level. But in an IL strat, or in all mini games like World Record Attempt, you definitely just use them as you get them and hope for more, because that is the fastest way to go about it.
Yeah.
So there's still some RNG to this level, but for the most part, it's pretty consistent.
Yeah, pretty tame level overall. Pretty basic plants, pretty basic zombies. Just how it is. Relaxing level for the most part.
Just a longer version of the mini game of in any percent.
Yep, pretty much.
That's really about it.
I really like how they have high-pitched voices in this level too. It's really funny.
Yeah, along with being smaller, they also have less health and high-pitched voices, as Barry has pointed out. Enough health that a pea shooter is able to take care of most of the zombies on its own. Football zombie is the only exception to this. However, 2 pea shooters can take on a football zombie regardless.
Yeah,
so
2 pea shooters.
If you do plan on speedrunning this game, that's just a little tip.
I have at least 2 pea shooters in every row now, which is good.
Yeah, you're
Everything
getting
should be fine.
quite a lot of pea shooters here. Much more than you would expect to see in a typical run, really.
Yeah,
So here we have our 4 cherry bombs that we need for the rest of the level.
I should probably use some of them. I can use
you'll
that one.
probably get another one. Famous last words.
I misplaced that.
That's fine.
It's alright.
3 shooters there for you. Famous last words. Yeah, you'll probably get another one in RNG-a-thon.
There are still ambush zombies on the final wave. They should be taken out pretty quickly, though. If you don't have a lot of P-shooters in the water, though, they can be annoying. Yeah, these guys are gonna all die.
And you have a 3rd cherry bomb, so it doesn't matter. Nice. Pretty easy level there.
So now we get the last stand, which is another... It's intensive on micromanagement in the beginning, as you're gonna see. Let's just squash that. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, so as you saw Barry do right there, there was a section where you can set up plants before you start the level, because Barry was clicking a button called Start Onslaught. Essentially, what we've done as speedrunners is we've optimized it to the point where the fastest way to beat the level is to start it immediately, and then set up as the level goes on, instead of, you know, just set it up, watch it go, have some fun. But because we're speedrunners and hate fun, we've decided to optimize that out of the level. Collective decision.
Yeah. This defense that we make has to survive for 5 flags. That's pretty much about it to this level. The reason why we bring repeaters and torchwoods is because they are just a very fast source of firepower. Constantly mow down weak zombies. Really satisfying to see. Oops. Pretty much have everything down here. And we also have the magnet shrooms, which are constantly stealing buckets from buckethead zombies. This level, for the most part, it's kind of an auto-scroller. It's similar to Big Trouble Little Zombie, where it is technically possible to advance the waves a little faster. Which is why magnet shrooms are useful. But it's pretty smooth overall. Relatively consistent level. It is possible to die on this level with not good enough setup. Hopefully that doesn't happen though.
Yeah, even this setup can still die if you get too many metal zombies. But that's just, you know, how the roll of dice goes.
Yeah, pretty much. This Doom should work. We also use a Doom on every single huge wave to blow all of them up instantly. It is just the fastest way to clear it.
Yeah, otherwise, this level is pretty straightforward. If there's any donations, this would be a great time to read them. Otherwise,
we can just keep talking.
We'll be here. So Barry, what's your favorite minigame?
My favorite minigame? Bobsled Bonanza. I would say it's Bobsled Bonanza.
And what makes a Bobsled Bonanza?
I just think it's a really exciting minigame casually, really exciting to speedrun. Unique speedrunning strategy involved. I think it has a lot going for it.
What kind of tips do you think we should give to anyone who is seeing this for the first time and might want to try their hand at speedrunning it?
I would say to just like keep going, just like you'll be able to do it, even if you feel that like you aren't doing too well, or the game is just giving you really bad RNG. Just keep pushing through, basically. It's all about the grind.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. That, that doesn't really matter until top level play. Really just try and focus on, having fun. Because I know whenever I started speedrunning, I was just looking for something to stream, and I wanted to start streaming, and I decided, hey, I like Plants vs. Zombies, I like speedrunning, why not combine them? And so the community was just super helpful and super supportive, and I defaulted to a lot of casual strats, and I did what worked for me, and that's what's important. Do what works for you, have fun in the run, and then if you really want to get serious about it, then you can try the expert level hard strats if you really feel like it. If you feel like you've hit some sort of brick wall, don't be afraid to reach out. The whole community is very supportive of new runners, and we really just want to help the community grow as big as possible. So we're not gonna hate on you for not knowing the right strat or anything. We'll be there to help you. So don't worry. We're not a bunch of big meanies.
Yeah, we do have a Discord server to join. It's on the speedrun.com page for Plants vs. Zombies. I would definitely welcome joining it. Pretty nice community. This level is just about over. This is the last flag here.
Yeah, most of the skill for this level comes in the setup phase, and then also the squash, which we really haven't had to use that much here, which is just for if your magnets get overwhelmed.
Yeah, basically just an emergency case plant, I would say. Magnets
It's also
here.
useful on the first flag for like the first wave. That's the squash. It's really just like, oh, you're not set up yet? Well, here's your get out of jail free card.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a lot of ladder zombies on that final wave. Nice.
And that's last stand. All right.
Only 2 minigames to go. This one is called Zombiquarium. The gimmick of it is that you have to feed these snorkel zombies with brains in order to keep them alive. Just like this.
Yeah, for those of you that are fans of PopCap games, earlier we played essentially this game's version of Bejeweled and Bejeweled Twist. Now we are playing this game's version of Insaniquarium Deluxe. It's pretty bare bones. Nothing really that special about it, but it's a cool little mini game, I guess. I know one of our community members did some testing on this, found the exact perfect amount of snorkel zombies that you need to buy, and it's the best for sun production, and it's like math and stuff, which is 9 snorkel zombies, and another runner did some testing and found that you can go, I believe, 16 to 19 seconds without feeding a snorkel zombie. So if you really feel like trying to push that limit, you can do it in an IL, but in a big run like this, there's really no reason to. It saves you maybe like 5 to 8 seconds, which, unless you are getting the best run of your life, there's kind of no reason to go for it.
Yeah, Makes me anxious when the snorkel zombies just get green. I don't want them to die.
That guy's green.
Once I get to about 800 sun, I'll stop feeding them, just because it's faster at that point to just let them give some sun.
Yeah.
Need 1,000 to win, and there we have it.
Yep. So if you don't have the game, if you haven't already beaten the minigame, it'll give you a trophy, not just the money sack. But yeah, here we are going into the last minigame, which is
Last minigame?
the most
Whack-a-zombie.
auto-scroller of all the auto-scrollers.
Yeah, it is literally a pure auto-scroller. It is Whack-a-Zombie. All you do in this minigame is you just whack zombies with a mallet. It's kind of fun. Pretty comfortable level to end all minigames run.
Yeah. So the funny thing is that remember all those rules about waves and wave 9 and 50% rule and everything from before? None of that matters here. Literally none of it. The only one that matters is killing all the zombies on the screen at the very end of the level.
Yeah. That's all there is to it.
There are kind of flags in this that are marked by the spawning of a grave. Other than that, sometimes zombies drop sun. We're just going to be trying to bust graves here to get a specific pattern, hopefully, if the graves spawn in the right pattern for us, which is a 2x2,
Nice,
and
nice.
which we got right here. So now we're going to bust our graves down until we just have a little 2x2 of graves, which really helps just manage the rest of the level. Because,
Yeah, it's the easiest for hitting all the zombies as quick as possible. Getting a 2x2 area of graves.
Yeah, and so essentially this level is very, very consistent to the point where there's like 8 or 9 people on speedrun.com tied for the world record because it's literally the limit of the level. It's not possible to go any faster. So basically, once you get to this level, you look at your time, add like 3 minutes and 45 seconds, and go, "Yay, that's my PB."
Yeah, really satisfying to see.
But yeah, at this point, for those that are in charge of timing, once we collect the money bag at the end of this level, that will be time on the run.
Yep. Should be about another minute or so. I really enjoy speedrunning all minigames. It's a really fun category. I would definitely recommend it to people who are getting new. All minigames in any percent, I'd say, are the best categories.
Yeah. For those that are looking for a longer, sort of more traditional-ish playthrough of the game, any percent is a playthrough of the first completion of adventure mode, which introduces its own new challenges, making sure that you are up to snuff on your game knowledge and cooldowns and whatnot, cooldown management.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens in any percent.
Oh yeah, it's a way different ballpark than all mini games.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, after this right here, the big wave should be spawning for the finale.
Yeah, time should be coming up here.
Yep.
Yep, in 3, 2, 1, time.
And that's time. Wow, that's a pretty good
Nice.
time. So that's pretty good.
What time did we get? I actually don't know.
I'm looking at the stream right now because it's very behind for me.
Just waiting for it to refresh here. We'll give you the time. Oh, there it is. Yep.
138.50. Nice.
Oh, wow. That was really ahead of schedule.
Yeah, a good 9 minutes ahead. That was no reset, too. Typically, runners spend about, an hour and a half resetting in the first 7 levels of minigames.
Yeah. I'm really surprised that was so fast.
Oh, yeah. IO world record for raining seeds, too. That That actually happened.
What?
Yeah, you broke your world record for the IL again.
I didn't know that was that good.
Yeah, it was that good.
That's really crazy. Wow, happy I was able to show off an IL world record.
Maybe we could see what plants you have in your Zen garden right now.
Yeah, I really like the Zen Garden. Zen Garden is just a nice, relaxing game mode, sort of. You can water plants to give you money.
Yeah, so all those little sprout ones, those are the ones that we picked up during the run, so we're going to see
what they turn into.
Yeah, we're going to see what they are.
Yeah. They take a few times to water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a fun little thing to see at the end of the run.
And they give you money just like plants do in real life. So
yeah, exactly.
very realistic.
Very, very realistic. Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I was out in the garden watering some plants, and I got $10.
This is Stinky the Snail. He just collects money for. Let's see what these are. We got a torchwood. We grew our marigold.
All right, let's see what our other one is. Cabbage pole.
Cabbage pole.
Okay.
We got a pea shooter.
A correct direction facing pea shooter.
Yeah, some plants face the opposite way, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, give a backwards blower right there, and a backwards coffee bean. A correct direction facing spikeweed and a correct direction facing chomper. All right.
Nice. It's really nice to see. You can also fertilize plants, which just gives a little bit of money. You can make plants listen to music, which is kind of
force them to listen to music. They have no choice in the matter.
Well, GG on your run. Anything else you'd like to close out with? I think you talked about the Discord community that they can find on speedrun.com. Anything else? Any other shoutouts?
I would shout out EZPiig's Twitch channel. He streams sometimes. I do not stream often at all. I would shout out EZPiig's Twitch and the community Discord server if anyone wants to join and meet people.
Well, thanks so much for the run. That was absolutely outstanding, fun to watch. Definitely a different game from what I remember playing it, but definitely strats I'd never thought about for sure. But yeah, that's absolutely great. And in tradition of this, RNG-a-thon coming in well under estimate. Again, someone's got to go overestimate at some point. Like, who's going to be the first run?
We have to have some bad RNG.
At some point, RNG's got to actually show up in a bad way. Maybe that's a day two. Maybe this is the second part of day 2. I don't know. But thanks so much again, Barry, for the run. EZPiig for the commentary.
Yeah, no problem. And actually, I'll be running tomorrow. Order up any %. So that'll be fun.
And I think you have to dress up like Linguini. So
yes, I did see that the incentive was reached, and so I will be dressing up like Linguini from Ratatouille for the run.
That'll be great. That'll be great.
That sounds really awesome.
All right. Yeah,
next up yeah, thank you so much. Next up, we're gonna have after we get everything cut over. So we're ahead of schedule, so it might take a little bit here. But we got Shifty, who's going to be running any % glitchless blindfolded of Pokemon Red, a blindfolded run of Pokemon, which will be interesting to watch, no doubt. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back shortly.